player ranked 570 in the world out there today?
No, never. You, even if that's the ranking when you are playing against a young player, you never have that feeling. And he was able to win the first round against a tough opponent like Sizzling. So. That will happen.
Were you impressed by Rafa, 17 years old?
Yes, at the end, there is always now new generations that should come. So Kokinakis is one of these ones that can be there in the next couple of years, and it's normal that new players are coming, new generations are arriving. That's happened in all the parts of the history of our sport. It's a little bit strange that for the last few years didn't happen. So that's something really normal that should happen and probably will happen. So and that's good for the game.
Did you prepare yourself to be on the court with the roof open in terms of physically getting yourself ready for the match? And would that have changed if you'd known earlier that you were going to be playing under the roof?
I prepare myself to play a tennis match, drinking the things that I have to drink before the match start, with the right hydration, and try to be ready for really hard conditions out there. Then with the roof, the conditions are better, no doubt. Very happy to see the roof out there today, but it's still very humid and still, very hard conditions even with the roof. Not that much, but still hard. And I felt that I was ready.
Pretty regulation game today. Are you happy with the amount of game time you've registered coming into the third round?
I think I played a great first set. Not many mistakes, serving well, finishing the set, playing aggressive with my forehand. I think I played really well first set. Then the second set I didn't play as good as I played the first. I stopped a little bit. The legs I play with less intensity, so playing with less intensity equal more mistakes, and that's what happened. It was important that the serve was there during the whole match, and in my opinion, in the third set I finished the match playing well again. Good forehands down the line. That gave me a lot last year, so it's the way to keep improving. And it's true that here that shot is a little bit more difficult because the court goes very quick when the bounce, when the ball bounce on the floor, it's like goes very, very quick. So it's very difficult to adjust a lot the balls. But I think for a moment I played at very good level, and the serve, that is a very important thing here, was working well.
With your opponent today, you identified on the court a couple of his strengths. Would you see over 3 sets anything that he could be working on to improve his game at this stage?
Always it's the same thing. When you are a young player, if you are able to keep improving in all aspects, then you will have the chance to be in the top positions of the ranking and compete for the best tournaments. If you are not able to keep improving, so your chances will be less, because if you are not improving new things, the things that you have are going worse. That's my feeling. So always is the same thing when you are a young player. The main goal is keep improving in all aspects, no? But it's true that he has a great serve to be 17, so keep doing that. The normal thing is he will be serving better and better every year. Forehand, he has a good forehand, so the normal thing is if he is able to improve with being humble, being with the right people around that don't make you feel that you are a star before the right time. So he will have the chance to be a great player. That's my feeling. He has everything to do it.
Rafa, last year at this time, what were you doing and how much did you follow the Australian Open and what times of the day did you follow it?
Well, last year I was starting to practice. I remember that for moments I was in Barcelona practicing a little bit on clay. And it was hard to see the Australian Open because in Spain only shows Australian Open Eurosport. I don't have Eurosport in my home. So was a tough situation to see, but anyway I saw a little bit of few matches, and I was able to see that when I was in Barcelona, that I was practicing in the Tennis Barcelona, so there they have the channel, and I saw a little bit the match against Federer Songa was, I think, so saw a little bit David Ferrer against Almagro, and a little bit David against Djokovic, and I was not able to see the final.
So last Friday, your opponent had the chance to do something that few of us in this room have the chance to do. He asked you one question after another, one-on-one at the Padlock event that you had. You said he had a good future in tennis. Talk about his future in journalism. Do you think he has a good shot to make it there?
My advice is keep working on tennis.
Rafa, can you remember the biggest match that you had when you were a 17-year-old?
17. Oh, I played the 5th point of Davis Cup in Brno, in the Czech Republic, with 17. I played against Roger in Miami. I was on the tour. No, I played. I think I won a tournament with 17, 2004. No, 2004. No, I was 18 already. I was after. No, but I played against David Ferrer, I think, in Stuttgart. I think I played a lot of important matches with 17. But it's true that when you have 16, that I started at 17, everything is to win. You go on court and you feel everything is new. If you lose in first round, so you keep working. If you lose in quarterfinals, it's a great result. You lose in semifinals, fantastic tournament. So everything is to win, and that's mentally is easier to play when you are younger. But at the same time, the important thing is have the chance to be the mental part very, very fresh to analyze that you need to keep improving.
Final 2 questions, please.
Despite the rankings difference, it's always going to be tough playing someone at their home Grand Slam. Did you feel the support for you out there? Because there would have been obviously a lot of home support for Kokkinakis.
I think it's great. The atmosphere always that breathes the Rod Laver Arena was always great. I played against Tomic in the past. I played 2 big matches against Leighton. I lost one in five and another one in 3, but it was the first time that I arrived here. That was with 17, I think. Yeah, so it was a big match. But I really enjoy a lot playing here. The crowd, even if you play against Australian, you feel that they respect every player. They know about tennis and they understand the sport. It's great. I never felt the crowd against me. I felt that most of the times the crowd behind me, and that's something that I just can say thank you very much to the Australian fans. Make me feel very, very, very happy and very, very special when I am there and I feel the crowd behind me. And other times that you feel the crowd, share 50 and 50 is great. It's a great atmosphere. I played long matches here that the crowd was fantastic, and when the match became a little bit more dramatic, have the crowd involved in that kind of matches makes the match more emotional.